What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy M for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with a weekend reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully y'all doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign for the weekend read is going to be Gemini. So let's go ahead and get it cracking. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and I hope we're all looking towards a fantastic weekend. So starting out here with the Gemini, let's see what we got going on. Messages for Team Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Gemini, coming into your weekend here, overall energy for you is going to be the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So right off the bat, you could be connecting here potentially with an earth sign for some of you. Moving along into your current energy, we have the Three of Pentacles. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we have the Lovers, which is you. And then looking at the outcome for you, we do have here the Ace of Wands. So let's see what we got in store here for the Gemini gang. Well, as I mentioned, right, Lovers card coming out. This is Gemini energy, so you could be connecting with a fellow Gemini here for a few of you. Now, having a look here at the overall energy, Eight of Pentacles reversed here to the current being the Three of Pentacles upright. Moving into your next 72 hours, it kind of feels to me for you, Gemini, that you're not really wanting to work on a situation, yet you're still kind of doing it. It's kind of this energy where I feel like you're fighting the head over the heart. The head says don't do it, the heart says do it. You know, so the head says don't work on this, but the heart says you have to work on this, Gemini, because taking a look at what it is you're dealing with the Lovers. There's something in question this weekend that you're heavily connected to. It could be a person, so maybe you have a soft spot for somebody, but this could also be the energy of like, I really am connected to my job, and even though I know I should probably take some time here to rest, it's really hard to do so if I love the job and I love the work that I'm doing. Nonetheless, though, Gemini, looking at the outcome here, looking at the outcome here being the Ace of Wands here says whatever it is you're working on, even though you're kind of reluctantly doing so, it looks to me like you're trying to create something new. I feel like you're trying to create a fresh start here. So I feel like probably for the majority of Geminis this weekend, you probably have a soft spot for somebody. You're like, I know I shouldn't try. I know I shouldn't put in effort, but I have a soft spot for this person, and I do genuinely want a fresh start. So I do feel you wanting a fresh start in a situation for the majority of you, especially with that outcome here being the Ace of Wands. So let's say you and a friend have been in a weird place, you and a lover have been in a weird place, you and a family member. It's like, at the end of the day, you know, my head tells me, don't be the person to put in the effort right now, you know, let them kind of resolve this on their own. But the heart says, I care about this person, or I care about the situation so much that I want to go ahead and have a fresh start. I want things to be better. So you could be in this place right now where you have a soft spot for somebody or something, and you're genuinely just looking for a new beginning. You know, let's start fresh, let's start from scratch, and let's see where things go. So I see that kind of being the case here for you. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but that's what I see showing up here for you in your next 24 hours. It's like, it starts out with, you know, your head saying, hey, don't work on this, but your heart says, Gemini, you really care about whatever this is, and if you want to start new, go for it, see what happens. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, though, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Could resonate vice versa as well. So we started out here with the air sign for the weekend read. We're going to go ahead and do air, fire, water, earth. Jumping on into our fire, let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Aries gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Aries, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Hermit card. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Virgo for some of you. Moving along here into your current energy, we have the Knight of Cups. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we do have the Five of Wands. And then lastly, for the outcome for you, Aries, is going to be the Six of Pentacles in the reverse reverse position. So let's see what we got going on here for you. Well, Aries, coming into your weekend here, we start out with the Hermit all the way to the Knight of Cups. It feels to me like you're very much so careful. I feel like a careful consideration or a careful selection of who you're choosing to give your energy to at this moment in time. Because this weekend here is going to definitely show you who you're going to want to avoid. That's what I feel is going to be what the weekend kind of delivers you, Aries. It's going to show you the people or the specific person that you want to avoid going forward. I feel like somebody's characteristics are going to pop out here, somebody's negative qualities. And as you start to see it here with the Five of Wands, looking at the outcome being the Six of Pentacles reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed immediately says, oh, we don't vibe. So I feel like moving into your weekend here, maybe you're going to hang out with a certain friend or a group of friends. Maybe you have plans with other people. And then as you're kind of surrounded by somebody, you know, you're in a good space because energy of the Knight of Cups, right? Knight of Cups here says you're being loving, you're being a good person, you're in a good energy, you're in a good space. But even though you're doing your thing and you're bringing forth good vibes, I feel like you're going to see somebody's dark side, or you're going to see somebody's side here that's a little messy or a little negative. And once you end up seeing that, you're like, okay, I'm making a mental note of who I need to avoid going forward. So Aries, I do feel like this weekend, somebody's true colors here are going to be exposed to you, or somebody's dark side is going to be exposed to you. And when you do come to the realization of this, Hermit card being the overall energy, it's like, okay, I'm going to be very careful moving forward of who I associate my energy with, because not everybody deserves these good ass vibes, point blank period, especially if they're not willing to provide those good ass vibes back. So I feel like you're going to figure out who you click with and who you don't. There might just be a situation that ends up happening where maybe somebody's just being weird, or somebody's being attitudinal, or somebody's just bringing in a lot of weird negative vibes. And I think that once you realize it this weekend, you're like, okay, I know who I'm not, going to continue to associate with going forward. So I do see it being a bit of an eye-opening weekend about who you surround yourself with. So definitely, be alert about that. Stay tuned is what I got for you, Aries, okay? This weekend might show you who you no longer want to be around, all right? So it's not such a bad thing either. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's a good thing to always have an eye-opener about who we should give our energy to, who we should be surrounded with, and who we shouldn't be, because inevitably everybody will always show you who they are. So I see that being the case here for you. And once you recognize that, it's like, okay, making a mental note over here, I'm going to keep my distance. All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished with the fire. We also did the lovely air, diving on into the water. Let's see what we got going on here for the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. What is up, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got rolling up in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Cancer, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on for your weekend, baby. Hopefully, all is well. What do we got going on here for the Cancer gang? What's going on for the crab? Cancer, overall energy for you is going to be Five of Cups in reverse. So you're definitely moving past the situation, because typically when you see the Five of Cups in the reverse position, it's the energy of I'm moving on, something's not bothering me anymore. You're genuinely okay. Having a look into your current energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, looking at what you're dealing with. Yeah, dealing with the devil, and looking at the outcome here for you, Cancer, we have the Six of Wands. Cancer, you're done dancing with the devil. That is the title. I would title this if this was a personal read, right? Or a monthly reading for you. You are done dancing with the devil. Let's take a look at why. Well, Cancer, it does feel to me with the current energy being the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed is very selfless. Not selfish, selfless. And Cancerians do have a tendency to be very selfless people. And I feel that moving into your weekend, with the overall energy here being the Five of Cups reversed, you being in a selfless energy is not going to be the case here any longer. I do feel like there was a devil-like energy feeding off of you. The devil energy could represent a person who is toxic. So maybe there was somebody here who is very good at being manipulative, somebody here who is very good at gaslighting. I definitely feel somebody here who had a good, they were pretty good at twisting things, is kind of what I'm feeling here for you, Cancer. And I think that you were in a position to where you brought them nothing but kindness, nothing but joy. You gave this person nothing but the best, but ultimately you now can see super clearly for who this person truly is. It's like I could see the devil behind the mask of an angel. So looking at the outcome here for you, it's going to be the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is that energy of keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward, but also knowing where to place your attention and where to place your focus going forward. So Cancer, I feel like you're going to realize moving into your weekend that somebody here you gave a crap load of energy to. You gave somebody so much love, so much peace, so much happiness. You gave everything to somebody. But at the end of the day, behind the mask, this individual was the devil. And now that you can see somebody for who they truly are, moving on forward, you're like, okay, well, I know where to focus my energy and where to place my attention and who to surround myself with. It's actually kind of similar to the Aries reading we just talked about. So I feel like this weekend you're going to realize who you no longer want to associate with, kind of similar to what I discussed with in the Aries reading that we just previously did earlier. So yeah, I feel like you're definitely going to be moving on from some person, or you're going to be moving on from some sort of toxic situation here, and you're done being selfless, giving your all to something because you know that you deserve better, and absolutely you do. All right, Cancer? So of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. All right, baby. So we did the air, we did the fire, we did the water, hopping on into the earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo gang. What is going on, baby? Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Virgo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on for the Virgo gang? Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Eight of Wands. So coming into your weekend here, Eight of Wands, you might be dealing with a fire sign for some. Looking at your current energy, we got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the King of Swords. And then looking at the outcome for you, Virgo, is going to be the Page of Cups. So let's see what's in store here for you. Well, coming into your weekend, Virgo, right off the bat, Eight of Wands being the overall energy, Eight of Wands typically represents, it could be transformation, it could be communication, it could be travel. I kind of feel here for you, you're kind of needing to vent a little bit this weekend is what I feel for you. So Nine of Pentacles reversed here is like, I need to be around somebody. I need to vent. I don't really feel like being by myself or being on my own. I think this weekend you definitely want to be a little bit more social. So you want to surround yourself with friends and company because it's like, I don't feel like being at home, being stuck inside my head. So this is going to be a weekend where you go out, where you're social, where you're around people. It definitely feels to me like you kind of just want to vent and you want to get some energy out. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with the King of Swords. You know, King of Swords too, I feel is an energy that kind of represents your boundaries. I think for a while, Virgo, you were very used to keeping your walls up. You were very used to being heavily guarded, but I don't think you want to be in a heavily guarded place anymore because you notice how that could really kind of, detach you from other people in your life. You notice that the more detached of a person you are, the more you push people out, and I don't think that's what you want to do here anymore. It's like, I don't want to be dealing with my own shit, pushing people away, when I can actually just vent and have healthy conversations and express myself to the people that care about me and love me in my life. So looking at the outcome here being the Page of Cups here says, I'm going to be much more expressive, much more vocal. I'm here to be surrounded by the people I love in my environment, but most importantly, I'm here to be more vulnerable and no longer push others away. So if you're a Virgo and this has happened recently where you've kind of like pushed people away because you've kept everything in, you held in all your feelings and emotions, you might have noticed that it pushed a lot of people out, and maybe you started to realize, I don't like that. I want to be close to people who love me and care about me. I want to be able to vent about the stuff that I'm going through in my life, and most importantly, I want to connect with the people that love and care about me. So vulnerability is going to be key, and I see many of you kind of transforming back into that energy where you're less fearful to be vulnerable and you're becoming much, much more expressive, which I think is going to be overall a really good thing for you, okay? All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for the week and read. Hopping back on into our air sign, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Libra gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. I do believe it's still Libra season. I know we're shifting to Scorpio shortly, but I believe it's still Libra season, so happy birthday, Libra. For those of you, your season's coming to an end, but happy birthday to you, and I hope you've had a fantastic season this time around, okay? What do we got going on here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Libra, we're going to get this last shuffle and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Hierophant. So you might be connecting with a Taurus for some of you. Looking at your current energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Six of Cups. And then looking at the outcome here for you, yeah, we have a Hermit in reverse. I think you're noticing a bit of a repetitive cycle. That's what was coming to mind here for me when I was pulling these cards. So moving into your weekend, you're kind of starting to notice here a bit of a repetitive cycle. The repetitive cycle in question is, why do I always commit so hard? Why do I always put in the most effort and the most energy and be the most selfless person I can be? And unfortunately, it's never reciprocated. So you feel like you're always the one that is incredibly selfless, loving, unconditionally loving. You put forth the most that you can for the people that you love, but you never feel like it's reciprocated. And taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, being the Six of Cups, this is a situation that's occurred to you time and time again. It's something you've experienced pretty frequently in your past relationships as well. And looking at the outcome being in the Hermit, the outcome being the Hermit reversed here says like, yep, this is all happening again. So every kind of thing, every time I've experienced this in my past, it sucked, and now it's happening all over again where I'm experiencing it in the present. So I think you're starting to notice again that you're putting so much love and you're putting so much unconditional energy into people in your life, and you just don't feel like it's being reciprocated on their end. And I think it's starting to frustrate the crap out of you. It's like, why do I find these commitments where somebody else is half-assed, but I'm all in? And I can see that being a very frustrating situation because Libra, I've been there and I've done that. I definitely resonate. I've put a lot, I've been in the energies where I've gone all in and people have only given me like 45%, but what I learned over time is that, sometimes people don't recognize necessarily that they're not giving you their all. So my first thing would say, instead of just immediately saying, cut this person off and find something better, that's not always the answer. I would say have a conversation moving into your weekend. Talk to the person you're dealing with and express how you feel. Because there might be an off chance they don't even know you feel this way. There might be an off chance they have no idea, how you feel. So I would definitely communicate to whoever you're dealing with about your feelings here, about feeling how you just don't feel like the same kind of love is reciprocated or the same kind of energy is reciprocated. And you know what? Maybe you'll have a heart-to-heart they'll actually understand, and maybe you'll see more reciprocation coming from that person because they took the time to understand how you felt and what you were providing. So first, communication is always going to be key. I think there should be a conversation for you. Okay. Moving along though into the next thing that I will say here for you is that if you do end up communicating and nothing really comes of it, Libra, then at the end of the day, maybe that's when you can start to say, okay, well, I need to be with somebody who's going to give me 100 if I'm putting in 100. But I would always say, try to have a conversation first, try to have the other person understand you and see where things go. Because communication's key. It can change a lot. It can go a long way. So I would talk about your feelings first with this individual. And then if nothing does change, then you can always have that option of like, okay, well, I got to find me a person who's going to give me 100 back. All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Wishing the best to you though, and hope the situation improves. It might not be similar to what you've dealt with really 100% in the past. Maybe this person just doesn't see what you're seeing, and maybe they just need a little bit of insight. Sometimes that could be the key, to really fixing and changing a situation. All right, baby. So we did our air, jumping back on into our fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Sagittarius. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Sagittarius? Messages for Team Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. By the way, for the 111 people in the chat, 111, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all could drop a like, it'd be appreciated, and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. All right, by the way, WVZ, thank you for the 199. Appreciate that so much. Thank you for your donation. All right, baby, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here for the Saggy. Hopefully the Saggy are well. Sagittarius, overall overall energy for you is going to be the Death card in the reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Scorpio for some of you. Having a look into your current energy, we have the Judgment in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Two of Swords. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Ace of Wands. So Sagittarius, coming into your weekend, let's see what's in store for you. Well, we start out here with the Death in reverse, and then we move to the Judgment in the reverse position. Right off the bat, what I feel here for you is that Death in reverse usually represents a lack of a transformation, and then Judgment reverse usually represents not giving someone or something a second chance. So it feels to me that because things aren't changing, it's over, is what it looks like to me here, Sag. You know, maybe with the person you're dealing with here, right, Two of Swords, somebody here's been very indecisive. Let me say that. You know, you've been asking for some sort of change, or you've been looking forward to some sort of change, but somebody here hasn't provided. It feels to me like every time you try to bring it up, they seem to dance around it. I feel like you're kind of connecting with somebody that's always has like some sort of excuse, or you're connecting with somebody here who always knows how to dodge the right questions. So ultimately here for you, Sagittarius, you're kind of in a space where you've been hoping that something would change for the better, but it seems like nothing's happened. Two of Swords can also represent stagnancy, and that's kind of where you're at. And having a look at the outcome here being the Ace of Wands here is like, well, I have a vision of what it is I want for my future, but that vision isn't going to come to pass if things aren't going to change. So you're ultimately here right now, Sagittarius, in a little bit of a rough situation trying to figure things out. I think that right now you're not going to continue going forward with somebody if changes aren't going to be made, whatever those changes might be. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so whatever changes you want or you desire, it's going to vary from Sagittarius to Sagittarius. You know, maybe you want somebody to be more invested in you. Maybe you want somebody to, you know, learn how to control their anger if you're connecting with somebody who deals with lots of anger. Maybe you want things to change in the retrospect of, you know, whatever. I'm not a mind reader, right? There's like a million examples I can give, but it definitely feels to me for you, it's like you've been waiting for a long time for a transformation from somebody, and they've kind of just sat and did nothing. You know, they've sat and done nothing here. And you have a future, Ace of Wands. You have a vision of what you'd like for your future with this individual or with this situation, but there's no way for it to come to pass unless change is incorporated. So I don't know. I think you're kind of reaching your tolerance limit. You know, how much longer can I put up with this? You know, if changes aren't going to be made, and, you know, how much longer am I going to wait to see some sort of change? Yeah, so Sagittarius, things are up in the air right now, but you're moving closer and closer towards a decision. You might not make a decision just yet this weekend, but it's going to come to the point where you're going to have to say, am I going to stay or am I going to go? So it's definitely leading up to that shortly. All right, Saggy, best of luck for those of you dealing with this situation. Hope it works to your benefit for sure. Do remember, though, at the end of the day, universe always works out to your benefit. Let's say that the changes don't end up being made. That's just going to guide you to a path where you find the person that aligns with the vision you desire anyways. So if this individual isn't for you, you'll definitely align to the one who is. All right, so never forget that. Things happen for a reason, okay? All right, Sagittarian, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Real quick, let me go ahead and say a proper thank you to one of our members. Let me scroll up here real fast. Thank you so much, Fawn, for being a member for over 13 months. Appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here every day, and have a good weekend. You as well. Appreciate it so much, and thank you guys for being here every day as well. I try to be as consistent as I can. I've been doing freaking daily readings, I think, for like almost 4 years consistently, which is nuts to me. So shout out to all of you. Appreciate you guys, for those of you that tune in and day out. But yeah, man, I try to be here as much as I can. I try to be as consistent as I can and show up every day, Monday through Friday. And it's definitely not easy to do all the time, but it makes it a heck of a lot easier to just see you guys come out here and connect with me and vibe with me. And it makes it such a fun and awesome time. Like, daily readings are something that I just always felt were one of the most funnest things to do on this channel. And I don't know, man, it's just one of those things that I love showing up and doing every single day. Like, you guys bring such great energy, and I'm more than happy, I'm more than honored to come out here and deliver whatever I can to y'all as well. So thank you for your love and support over the years. Thank you for those of you that have been here for years, for those of you that just, you know, subscribe today. Like, appreciate y'all, and I hope you enjoy every day being on here with me. I do as much as I can for y'all, you know, so thank you. Appreciate it all so much. Okay, so we finished up, what did we finish up? We finished up the fire, so we did air, we did fire, jumping on into the water. Let's see what we got going on here for the Scorpio gang. By the way, Infinite Kisses, thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate the donation so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, baby, what do we got going on here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Oh, I dropped a tarot card over there. My apologies. What messages do we got showing up here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's in store here for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Devil. Taking a look at your current energy, we have the Five of Wands in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with. I knew a Temperance card was coming, man. The moment I pulled the Devil, I immediately felt like the Devil and the Angel. So I was like, if the Devil card's out, where is the Temperance? Here's the Temperance. I should have said it earlier. I definitely felt that card coming out. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Six of Swords in the reverse position. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you. All right, Scorpio, coming into your next 24 hours, we do start out here with the Devil here to the Five of Wands in the reverse position. Right off the bat, I think that you're starting to no longer feed in to a negative situation. I think, though, how do I explain this one? Because, that's interesting too. Okay, so Temperance didn't come out upright. Temperance came out reversed. You know the old saying, the devil and the angel on your shoulder? Well, it seems to me that the angel wasn't much of an angel either. So I feel like you were dealing with a lose-lose situation. You were dealing with something, Scorpio, where it wasn't positive. Both situations were negative. I don't think there was a positive situation here. There was an angel that was really, there was a devil disguising as an angel too. So it was a devil-devil situation. I know that makes no sense. Let me get into it and I can furthermore explain. So the Devil here to the Five of Wands reversed. I think you're starting to realize it's like no matter what I did, no matter what investment I made in a person, place, or thing, it never gave me a positive return. I think you're realizing like no matter the person I was around, no matter the relationship I was invested in, there was always a negative return. And I think for many of you, you're starting to come to the conclusion as to why. Moving into your weekend here, looking at what you're dealing with being the Temperance reversed represents not being in this great place emotionally. So it almost kind of feels to me, Scorpio, that you're recognizing the reasoning that there were these devil-like situations or these negative situations in my life manifesting over and over and over again is because I'm now coming to the conclusion that maybe there was a part of me that I haven't healed that was attracting these situations in my life. For example, right? If we don't feel good enough within ourselves, what naturally tends to happen is we tend to attract people who don't view us as enough. If we don't feel happy with ourselves, we tend to attract people who tear us down. So we have to remember that we're a mirror sometimes, right? And the universe can manifest people who can show us our reflection. So it's very important to recognize at times what we think about ourselves can really manifest in other people. So I feel that moving into your next 24 hours, many of you are coming to the realization of this. You know, you would meet individuals, you would think they were amazing, but then they would show you this side of themselves. And you would be like, why were they so amazing at first? And then suddenly they became this dark, negative, toxic being. Well, if you took a look in the mirror for a second, you're an amazing person, Scorpio, and you can acknowledge the amazingness within yourself. But then there's this dark side of you, this shadow side of you that can tear yourself down quite often. And I think that this right here is the universe's way of showing you a mirror just manifesting in other people. You know, you can treat yourself incredibly kind. You can treat yourself with so much love, but you could also treat yourself with so much negativity. And as other people showed you that, it now all starts to make sense. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Six of Swords reversed, you're figuring out why it's been such a repetitive cycle. You're like, yo, I get why I've been attracting these same type of people over and over and over again. And it's genuinely because I haven't given myself the opportunity to heal my own self and to heal the dark sides of myself that needed to be brought to the light. And now that many of you are seeing this, it makes a lot more sense. And you start to figure out and target what needs to be healed and what needs to be taken care of going forward. So trust me, it's a situation that doesn't feel the best. I hate situations like this because it's happened to me so many times where I've manifested people that were a literal mirror. They were a spitting image of what I needed to heal about myself. And for the longest time, I chose to like ignore it. I chose to, not look in the mirror. But eventually one day I had to look in the mirror. I had to see why this person was triggering me, why this person was bothering me, why this person was saying these types of things. And then when I realized, oh my God, they're me. They're literally triggering how I behave towards myself. I was like, whoa, okay, universe, I get it now. This is the signal of what I need to heal. This is the signal of what I need to do to better myself going forward. And I'm going to take it for what it is. So yeah, those things really happen. People do manifest and show themselves as mirrors sometimes. And it's pretty important to not push it off, but instead to take a peek in that reflection. All right, baby. Pretty intense reading. Hopefully it wasn't too intense for y'all, but definitely a very real thing in this world for sure. All right. By the way, there is a donation. Let me say a proper thank you. Angela Floyd, thank you for the $4.99. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. So we did the water, we did the air, jumping on into the, wait, did we do the fire too? Yeah, we did the air, we did the fire, we did the water, jumping on into the earth sign now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Taurus gang. What's going on for the bull gang, baby? Messages for Taurus here. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Taurus? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Taurus people, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, all is well. What do we got going on for the bull gang? Taurus, overall energy here for you is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know why, Taurus. Are you eating a Philly cheesesteak? I don't know what's good, man. Every time I do a daily reading, sometimes I will smell and see a certain food randomly, and it usually likes to happen with Taurus. So Taurus, you could be eating a Philly cheesesteak right now. If you are, could you share some? Because it's really good. I definitely want myself a Philly cheesesteak too. Either way, overall energy here for you, 10 of Pentacles. Looking into your current energy, we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Temperance in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, we do have here the Death card. So looking into your weekend, let's see what's in store here for you. Well, right off the bat here, Taurus, you could be connecting with a Sagittarius or possibly a Scorpio. Now, with the 10 of Pentacles here to the 6 of Pentacles reversed, let's talk about it. Well, 10 of Pentacles usually represents the energy of having it all. It represents a lot of stability, everything's well, everything's great. But when you look into your current energy being the 6 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed is far from the 10 of Pentacles upright. So I feel that, Taurus, people can see you on the outside, but they don't know what it's like behind closed doors. No one really does. A lot of people feel like they can understand other people just by looking at their life from the outside, but you can never really understand a person until you're behind those closed doors. And I think that that's the situation you're in. It's kind of like I'm so sick and tired of people thinking like everything's perfect, I have it all, I have this amazing life, when they don't see what I struggle with, when they don't see the things I don't have, when they don't see the things that I deal with on a daily basis. Like if you're not walking in my own shoes, if you're not living my life behind the closed doors and being able to see behind the scenes, you don't know shit about me. And I think that that seems to be incredibly frustrating because maybe at this point in your life, Taurus, you have all these other people saying, your life is so perfect. It's so amazing. Maybe there's people who are jealous of you or people who are hating on you. And it's like, you don't know the shit that I go through. You don't know what I deal with behind closed doors. So I'm tired of people having this perspective of me of having everything when that's not necessarily the case. There's definitely lots of things in your life, Taurus, you have gratitude for and that you're happy that you have, but people don't understand the other shit that you have to go through. And looking at the outcome here being the Death card, Death card here says there's been a lot of things in life that have changed for you. And some have changed for the better, some have changed for the worst. So I feel like with the Death card coming into play here, showing up for the outcome, it's like ultimately, the one thing I want to change is I want people to understand that they don't know everything they think they know about me. Point blank, motherfucking period. And that's always going to be the case for everybody. Look, y'all may think like, and at the end of the day, you guys do know me. You know a lot about me, but at the same time, there's no way you can know everything, right? Just like I couldn't know everything about you either because I'm not in your shoes. I don't walk in the path of your life. So it's different, right? We all can know people on a surface level. We can even know people on a deep level, but we'll never know how and, what somebody truly feels unless we're literally that person. So I think it's always important to remember you don't know what somebody's going through, so don't make any sort of pre-notions, don't make any sort of assumptions. And I think that seems to be the case here for you, Taurus. It's like, I'm tired of people assuming. You know? So with the outcome here being the death card, I feel like the death card here says it's time for shit to change. I'm going to be more open and more raw about who I am. And you know what? Maybe that'll allow people to finally get to see who I truly am, because I'm tired of people making assumptions about shit they know nothing about. And I think you're also learning, though, too, not to let shit get to you, Taurus, because at the end of the day, people are always going to make assumptions. People are always going to have opinions. It's just a part of life. So I think you're learning to kind of accept that and go with the ebb and flow and not let it bother you so much either. So Taurus, it's like, I'm going to continue to wear my heart on my sleeve. If people have comments to make, fuck their opinions, period. I'm just going to keep on doing me and be happy. Nobody's ever going to truly know me like that. And it is what it is. Let people think. I'm not going to let it bother me anymore. Good, Taurus. I'm happy to hear that for you. You know, at the end of the day, people have had tons of opinions about me, you know? People have said like some horrific shit about me online or in a daily reading chat or in my email or whatever. Like, I've dealt with tons of people, even in real life, like regular life, beyond social media, of people who've said horrible shit about me or made these, you know, fake perceptions or negative connotations. It's like, I've been there, bro. But at the end of the day, nobody ever is going to truly know me because they're not walking and living in my shoes. And as long as I know myself, all that matters. It's all that matters. As long as you know yourself and you know your truth and you live in your truth, fuck everybody else's opinion because it's invalid, because the truth is you. All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs for the weekend read. Diving on into our last and final batch, going back into the air sign, let's have a look here at the Aquarian gang. Or is it Aquarian or is it the Gemini? I gotta see real quick before I mess up. Let me check the signs real fast, y'all. No, we did Gemini already, so it is Aquarius. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure y'all know me sometimes. Sometimes I'd be forgetting what signs we did. So jumping on here to the Aquarius. Let's see what's up, baby. Message is here for Team Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for Aquarius this weekend? Message is here for Team Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. You did have the Hangman jump out for you. I'm going to put it back. If it comes out, it's meant to be, but you could be connecting with the Pisces for some of you. All right, Aquarius, though, let's go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's in store here for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Six of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here potentially with a fire sign for a few of you. Having a look into your current energy, we do have the Ace of Wands reversed, what you're dealing with. We have the Hermit reversed, and then the outcome for you, Aquarius, is going to be the Strength card. So let's see what we got in store here for you. Well, Aquarius, right off the bat here for you, Six of Wands reversed. I feel like this is immediately not wanting the limelight on you, Aquarius, not wanting attention, not wanting the limelight. You don't really want anything to shine on you right now. I mean, looking at your current energy being the Ace of Wands reversed here says, not only do you not want the limelight on you, but you're not really thinking about the future. You're not thinking too far ahead either. You know, you're kind of content like where you are. And it feels to me like other people are constantly, you know, this is the vibration I'm getting for you, Aquarius. You're happy where you are, but why does it seem like everybody else isn't? Dude, that doesn't resonate to me right now, but that resonated to me a couple years ago. You're happy with your life right now. You're content with your life now. But why does it feel like everybody else isn't? Why does everybody else need me to be somebody else? Why does everybody else need me to do something more with my career? Or why does somebody else need me to get married and have children? Why do other people need me to be getting out more and being more social? Like, why do people have this need to tell me how I should be living my life when I'm happy and content with the way that I'm currently living it? Yup. I feel that. Been there for sure. And looking at what it is you're dealing with right now, being the Hermit reversed here says there's only so many times that this could be repeated to me to the point where I can hold it all together. Because looking at the outcome here being the Strength card here says, Aquarius, I'm doing my best to kind of ignore it. I'm doing my best to hold myself together. But eventually, the more that people keep trying to tell me how to live my life, at some point, you feel like you're going to snap. At some point, you feel like you're going to blow up. It's like, I don't know how much longer I can continue to put up with people when I really just want to be left alone. So you're in a space here moving into your weekend where it's like, I'm just trying to be left alone. I'm happy with my life. I'm content with my life, but everybody keeps wanting more from me or wanting me to do something different or wanting me to live vicariously through the way they desire me to live. And it's like, that's not the point. This is my life. It's my path, and I'm going to do what I want to do. So Aquarius, I get it. You want the limelight off you. You want people off your butt. Maybe it's your parents that are up your butt. Maybe it's your family, your friends, your partner. But it's kind of just like, I'm good where I'm at. Like, I don't need more, and I don't need other people to tell me what I should be doing if I'm happy with how I'm living my life. And I think that that's the most important thing. So Aquarius, as frustrating as it is to kind of get it consistently, which I do understand, just do your best to kind of like keep on ignoring it and doing you. Because ultimately, nobody can ever tell you how to live because they're never going to walk a day in your shoes. So live your life, be content, enjoy it. I know it's super frustrating, speak up for yourself if you have to, but keep your head held high. Don't let anybody else make you feel like the life you're living isn't good. If it's good enough for you, if you're happy with it, dude, you're fucking abundant, you're golden. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the air signs. Of course, take that if it resonates, by the way, Aquarius. If not, leave it be, okay? So we finished up all the air signs. We're going to jump back on into our fire sign now, and we'll see what we got going on here for the Leo gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Leo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully, the Lions are doing well. Leo, taking a look at your weekend here, the overall energy is going to be the Judgment card. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Scorpio for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have the Seven of Cups, looking at what you're dealing with. We have here the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Nine of Swords in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for the Leo. All right, Leo, having a look here at your overall energy to your current, we have the Judgment here to the Seven of Cups. I think you're trying to give multiple things a chance. I definitely feel the energy of testing out the waters. That's what it looks like to me here for you moving into your weekend. You're testing out the waters. You could be testing out the waters in dating. You could be testing out the waters in your career, or maybe this weekend, it's like you just want to do a lot. That could be the energy. It could be something very minuscule like that. Like maybe this weekend, Leo, you feel like you want to do a million things. Seven of Cups could be representing that you're super busy, so you got a lot to do. So you're going to go ahead and be super busy. So Leos might be busy this weekend. If somebody wants to hang out with a Leo and the Leo ignores you, or the Leo says, sorry, they can't, don't take it personal. Leo might be really busy. Regardless, though, it feels like moving into your weekend here, you're definitely in a space where you're open to experiencing more things. I think that if it's about love, you're kind of open to, the other fish in the sea. If this is about your career, maybe you're open to doing more than just one job that you're currently working at. I feel like for many of you, you're just open right now to ideas of where your next path can be. I think you're very optimistic, okay? Looking at what it is you're dealing with, though, you're dealing with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So Eight of Wands reverse here says you haven't necessarily picked a direction, and that's okay. Remember, guys, what I talked about earlier in the beginning of this reading is that you're getting your foot in the water. You're getting your feet in the water, right? You're getting a feel for something. So maybe you're getting a feel for what you want career-wise. Maybe you're getting a feel for love. Maybe you're getting a feel for the certain dreams you have. Remember, life is about experiences. And the more experiences we have, the more we figure out what we love and what we fuck with. The less experience we have, the more difficult it is to find our happy place or to find things in life that we enjoy. So life is all about the experience. Have as many of them as you can. Okay? This is coming from a person who's 23 years old. I'm very young, and I'm telling you, have as many experiences as you can. Live up your life to the fullest, because it helps you figure out where you need to be, where you love being, and genuinely what you love in general. Okay? So looking at the outcome here being the Nine of Swords reversed, basically the message I got here for you, Leo, is right now you haven't settled down anywhere, but you're exploring. You know, it seems to me like you're open, you're exploring, you're going with the flow of life. And I think that it's actually okay for you. You're pretty content with this, right? Because the outcome being Nine of Swords reversed. Nine of Swords reversed represents here that you're content with this. It's not a decision you're unhappy with. You know, you're going with the flow, you're figuring shit out, you're experimenting, you're experiencing, and it's a good energy. Continue to stay in the ebb and flow. Because the thing I learned about being in the ebb and flow is eventually you hit a gold mine. You figure out where you really want to be and you flow towards it and it works out for you. So continue going with the flow in life. Eventually you'll head down that stream and you'll end up exactly where you need to be. So if you're a Leo and you're like, well, Ant, I'm lost. I don't know what I want to do with my career, or I don't know who the heck I want to date or who I want to be with and love. It's like, dude, don't try to settle so quickly. Just experience life. You know, if somebody asks you on a date, go on that date. Feel them out. See if you like them. You know, if somebody offers you a job, you know, check it out. Test the waters. See if you like it. See, even if it's something you've never done before, right? There's a first for everything. You know, the more that you kind of just go through life experiencing shit, eventually you'll flow down that river to exactly where you need to be. All right. So Leo, this is a time right now to not worry about settling down, but it's a time to be more free. Okay. And to just experience and see where you end up. All right. All right, baby. Don't feel any type of way about it. Just let yourself go with the flow. Okay. All right, baby. So all the air signs are done. All the fire signs are done. Jumping on into the water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Pisces. What do we got going on here for the fish? Messages for Team Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours or next 72 hours. My apologies. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Pisces people, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on here for the Pisces gang? All right, Team Pisces, taking a look here at the overall energy for you. We have here the Knight of Swords. So you could be connecting with an air sign for some of you. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Page of Wands, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We have the World card, and then looking at the outcome for you, Pisces, we have the Strength in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for your weekend. So Pisces, Knight of Swords here to the Page of Wands. Definitely Page of Wands showing up. Definitely big interest energy. So there is something of interest showing up here for you. Knight of Swords means you're moving towards it. So you're moving towards something you're interested in this weekend. It could be the start to something new. I like that. That's a good thing to hear. Because looking at what you're dealing with here being the World card usually represents a new cycle. I feel like a new interest is going to develop into something quickly. That is the vibration I'm feeling for you. Like a new interest, whether it's a new love interest, a new hobby interest, a new career interest, whatever new interest you figure out this weekend or that you become attracted to, it's going to probably be the start to something new. And I feel like it is going to develop for you rather quickly, because looking at the outcome here being the Strength in reverse represents that you're not holding back. You're not taking things slow. It's like you're going to dive right on in. So I feel like you're about to dive deep down a rabbit hole here this weekend. Pisces, maybe you find a hobby of yours that you really like and you're like, oh my God, this is really cool. And this could actually be a lot more than a hobby. This could actually be a career. So with that being said, let's see what we can do with this. You know, maybe you find a person that you're really interested in and you're really attracted to them. And then, you know, it could be the start to something. You start talking and you were talking all weekend, you hung out all weekend, and then Monday comes around and you're like, okay, you want to go on a date on Wednesday? You know, it's the start to something new. It's the start to something here really unfolding and manifesting for you that I think is about to be a very consistent part of your life. You know, maybe you figure out you have you're a new talent, right? And whatever this talent is, you're really interested in it, you're obsessed with it, you love it, you know, that's on your mind 24/7, and you're like, okay, I can do something with this talent and see where it goes. So I feel like you're going to be chasing something that you become very interested in here moving into your weekend, and I think that it's about to become a brand new cycle for you. It's about to become something, the start here to something new. All right. Very, very cool. I actually love this energy for you, right? You know, like that happened to me with tarot, right? With tarot reading, it was something that happened and unfolded with me so quickly. Like I got my first deck literally a couple days after watching these videos on YouTube. And then immediately I got the deck and I was doing readings for myself, and I was so interested in it and I was so invested into it. And then I started doing readings for my friends and my family. And then like 2 days after, I started my YouTube channel, and it was like bam, 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 bam. You know, it was the start to something new for me. So I feel like similarly, my story in a way can line up to what your reading's going to be like. It's like you're going to find this interest and it's going to develop very quickly, and it's going to turn into something that's going to be a part of your life. And I think that's really special and awesome. So very cool. Of course, it won't resonate to every Pisces out there, but for those of you it does resonate to, you're looking at a pretty fantastic and awesome weekend, okay? Cool. All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the water, we did all the fire, and we did all the air signs. Going on into the last but not least zodiac. Let's see what we got going on here for the Capricorn. All right, what messages do we got showing up here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. By the way, Anna, thank you so much for the $1.99. Really, really appreciate it. You said thank you so very much, and spot on. You're very welcome, my love. Thank you for your donation as well. It's super duper appreciated. What do we got showing up here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cappy, overall energy for you is going to be the Magician. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have the Lovers, looking at what you're dealing with. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Page of Wands in the reverse position. So Capricorn, setting foot here into your next 72 hours. Let's see what's up here for the weekend. Well, we start out here with the Magician, and then we move into the Lovers. So manifesting something that you're very connected to. Ooh, okay. I think an opportunity is what's going to be manifested here, is what I'm feeling most of all. So Capricorn, what's interesting the most about this isn't even just these two cards aligning. What's the most interesting part is the outcome being the Page of Wands reversed, because I talk about this all the time. You really want to know the key to manifesting sometimes? The key to manifesting sometimes is not caring at all whether or not what you desire ends up manifesting. Now, I know that sounds incredibly counterintuitive, but if you've been in my chats before, you've probably heard me talk about not putting stuff on a pedestal, right? The more we put things on a pedestal, desires that we want on a pedestal, the more we tend to resist it, because the more we place an importance on something, the more we keep telling the universe that we lack what we desire. So I feel that for you, you kind of stopped placing such a big importance on having to have something in your life. And it feels to me that in doing so, you're definitely going to be manifesting something you've wanted here this weekend, and definitely something you've wanted here for quite a long time, is what it seems like to me, Capricorn. Now, I can't pinpoint exactly what it is any of you are manifesting, but it feels to me like you let go of a desire. It's kind of like, you know, you desired it, you put in the work to manifest it, and you let it go. And now whatever you manifested is finally coming in here relatively quickly, moving into your weekend. So I feel like you put an intention out. For those of you, you could have been consciously manifesting. So if you're a manifester, maybe you manifested something a long time ago. If that's the case, this weekend, Capricorn, it seems like it's coming in here for you. But for other groups of Capricorns, if you have just been invested in something you love, but you did it for the fact that you love it and you didn't do it to, you know, focus on an outcome manifesting, it seems to me that it's happening here for you. You know, how do I explain this in better terms? You know, for example, right? When it comes towards manifesting, I always tell people to enjoy the process and to not focus on the end result, right? When we focus on the end result, essentially all we're doing is saying that we can't be happy with the life we're living until we complete this certain goal. If you enjoy the process, it doesn't matter when the desired goal manifests for you or not. You're just enjoying and loving what you're doing, and eventually you'll get to the goal you need to get to. Like Capricorn, I feel like that's what you ended up doing. Let's say you had a goal in mind to become a manager at your job, or you had a goal in mind to make a business grow that you started from scratch. You know, instead of only focusing on the success of the business or only focusing on the goal you had in mind, you just learned how to enjoy the process. And over time, by enjoying the process and not focusing so much on the goal having to manifest, you basically are going to be this weekend manifesting what you've wanted all along, because you've decreased the importance of what it is you've desired. You haven't put what you've desired on a pedestal, but instead you've allowed it to manifest naturally by just simply enjoying the process of what it is you're doing. All right, so hopefully I explained that a lot better than I think I did, because I feel like I explained that pretty crappily, but hopefully it made sense here for y'all, okay? At the end of the day, sometimes the more we... Put it this way, when we manifest things, it's best to not constantly wait for it to show up or to not constantly fixate on the outcome. You know, it's best to kind of just enjoy what you're doing and know that one day that goal in mind that you have, that desire you have to manifest will happen nonetheless. You know, the more you kind of fixate on it, the more you indeed push it away. So it looks pretty good here for you, Capricorn. And for those of you that I mentioned previously that have consciously manifested something a while ago, it might come into your reality here this weekend. Maybe you manifested a lover a long time ago. Maybe this lover shows up. Maybe you manifested a position at your job, such as a higher ranking. Maybe it shows up this weekend. So yeah, whether you're consciously manifesting or not, I feel like you're definitely going to be manifesting something pretty cool here. Something you're going to be happy with. All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Yo, thank you all so much, baby, for coming out to the weekend reading. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed it. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the people that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. You are all super duper appreciated. I just wanted to mention, if you want to check out my social medias, you can check out my Twitter and my Instagram right at the top over there. If you guys want to go drop me a follow, you can also check out my every official social media that I have. It's in every description of every YouTube video that I post. So if you want to check out any of my other official social medias, check the description of this video and you can feel free to drop a follow. If you are new here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, consider subscribing. It would be gratefully appreciated, and I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. For the 163 peeps that are in the chat, if y'all could drop a like, that'd be awesome too. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate your love and support, and I hope you had fun today. Happy Friday to everybody. Just wanted to give everybody a quick recap. This week I did upload all of the mid-October 2020 tarot readings, or 2020. Hello, we're not in that year anymore. But I did upload all of the mid-October 2022 tarot readings for everybody. So if you haven't seen it, all 12 zodiacs are out. Feel free to check out your mid-month, okay? Coming up for next week, I'm probably going to start doing the November readings. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And we might have a couple different bonus readings coming out over the next 2 weeks as well. So stay tuned for those as well, okay? Rastafari Ann, thank you for the $5. Appreciate your donation. Thank you so much, my love. So just wanted to give you guys that recap. All the mid-months are uploaded. You can feel free to check it out. Coming up next week, I'm going to start the November readings, and then I might do a bonus reading or two in between. So stay tuned for all that, okay? All right, everybody. I love you all so much. Happy Friday. Hope you have a fantastic and amazing weekend. Be safe, be well, and I will catch everybody in the next video next week. Much love to my soul family, and y'all have yourselves a good one. Take care, everybody, and peace.